necessity and the need for such things to diminish as our understanding as humans increase within these spheres. And we as humans, we're always looking to evolve, we're always looking to reach that next level, and we will definitely be seeing a growth because social media and the opening of knowledge to all of us, it is essentially up to the individual to simply step into those realms and learn this information that will lead to a broadening of self-sufficiency among us human beings. Going into key number 4, what I foresee in the future for us as human beings is biohacking. This is going to be extremely important to us as human beings. And going back to the previous key, self-sufficiency, if you understand biohacking on an individual level, this will give you it'll essentially give you the keys to not just a long life, but a high quality life as well. You will not have to worry about spending long hours in doctor's offices or wasting money seeing physical therapists or even having to deal with a trainer or fitness communities. When you go, or if you want to subscribe to a fitness community or you want to see a trainer, it will be purely off of the connection that you are trying to form with these individuals or some of the more nuanced knowledge that basis that you're trying to dive into, but it won't be simply for the purpose of engaging in exercise. You'll already have that down pat. So biohacking for us as human beings and our understanding of it will be very impactful. And I see this just becoming more understood, and not even more understood. I see the average everyday person engaging with this because essentially you as a human, you're already engaging with biohacking even right now as we speak. But most people believe that biohacking only occurs when you are going in a positive direction, but it also occurs when you're going in a negative direction. You're always going in one of two directions. You're either going in the direction of growth, development, and improvement, or you're going in the direction of stagnation, being sedentary, and de-evolution. And so that's what you see in the movie WALL-E, the Disney movie WALL-E. You see humans, when WALL-E goes up into the spaceship, you see it gets to the point where essentially humans devolve to the point where they can't even walk on their own 2 feet. They essentially are sitting in chairs and they have to just drink fluid to survive. And there's nothing going on but mindless entertainment within their minds. And so, yes, that is a form of biohacking. You essentially have hacked your DNA and it has evolved to you, the environment you have set it into. So that's all you're doing. You're placing your body in a specific environment, and your body will evolve to, or adapt, I apologize. Your body will adapt to the environment you have placed it in. And so how much sleep, recovery, your nutrition, what are you doing in terms of your training? This all plays pivotal factors, but even deeper than that, how much are you engaging with technology? Are you looking at screens all day? How much do you read? How much do you listen? Are you engaging in social interactions? Are you alone all the time? This is very important. If you understand these things and you are consciously placing your hand on the wheel and steering where you are going, then you'll be able to improve and change some of the things that are going on. But if you do not, then essentially you are at the mercy of what society is doing to you. So essentially the ball's in your court. Do you want society to be your master? And do you want the values of society to dictate your internal factors and your driving internal factors? Or do you want to dictate what's going on? And I have to be very honest with you guys. Society is a collective. Society only cares about the growth, survival, and sustainability of the species. So society cares about the collective. Society doesn't necessarily care about the individual. Communities care about the individual. The family cares about the individual. You care about you, the individual. But society is focused on the collective. And when you understand this, and even society exists within a pocket. So there's multiple societies, even within the global societies of us as human beings. So what I mean by pocket societies is like people who live in the 1%, people who are poor, people who are would be considered middle class. Then it would go into nationalism. So you have America, you have Mexico, you have Canada, then you have Russia, you have Ukraine, you have those, like that's what I would say, like pocket societies, and then you have the global society. So when you understand this, you're just like, okay, what is the society trying to program me and trying to hack my biology and get me to act as? What do I need to act in such a manner to get to a area of progression, improvement, and growth, longevity, and high quality? And what is the middle ground that is keeping me from doing so? So discover those things, and you'll be able to hack not just your biology, but also your psychology, and you'll be able to have some spiritual prowess. And this goes into the final key in which I foresee going on into the future of fitness is the rise of fit communities. Now, once the entire fitness community has come together in unity, and we have ended the tribalism, which has led to human egos going off the walls and people subscribing to their niche and believing their niche is the answer to all things, or there's a certain diet, or there's a certain group, or there's a certain way of being. And there's a central understanding that we're all doing the same thing. And we come together in that simple understanding. Then what will happen is that we will combine with the different industries, namely tech. We will combine with the medical and the health worlds, and even finances and business. And from there, we'll be able to be seen as a legitimate industry and not a bunch of pseudo bro science. And from there, what will happen is more humans will become self-efficient because we will give people the central, broader